Hello, and welcome to this insightful learning on the topic Skill Training Program Activities of Daily Living Braiding Hair. This video is dedicated to parents and special educators by Tamil Nadu Government Institute of Mental Health, Chennai, India, Department of Clinical Psychology team, Dr. V. Smitha Rukmani, Associate Professor, MPhil Clinical Psychology trainees, Miss Gayatri Krota, Miss Jennifer Nilavi, Miss Archana V, Miss S.R. Indumati, and an acknowledgement of Dr. Kamalam Krishna, who has taken special interest in making the Kannada version. The audio is also available in other languages such as Telugu, Hindi, Tamil, and Kannada. Please use headphones while listening to the audio. First, let's see what is task analysis. Task analysis is one step or procedure in behavior modification. When we come across children with intellectual disability or children with autism or any other child with differential ability, they might experience difficulty to learn the daily living skills. In such scenarios where we have to train a child in activities of daily living, the first thing that needs to be done is a task analysis. Now, let's look into this task analysis in detail and how it can be done. There are various activities of daily living skills such as brushing, bathing, grooming, simple dining skills, combing skills, or braiding one's own hair. First and foremost, the parents or therapist or special educator needs to decide the task in which the child needs to be trained. There are three methods in which the task analysis can be carried out. For example, let's consider that the child needs to be trained in his or her brushing skills. Now, let's see how we can train the child in his or her brushing skills using the three task analysis method. The first method is asking someone to brush their teeth and absorb it. There are several steps involved in this. Step 1, picking the right brush from the brush stand. Step 2, taking the toothpaste. Step 3, opening the cap. Step 4, applying the paste on the brush. Step 5, brushing. Step 6, spitting. Step 7, gargling the mouth with water. Step 8, washing the toothbrush. Step 9, replacing the brush. Include rewards initially, each step to be rewarded until the child masters the behavior. Like the ones mentioned above, there are various micro units involved in this behavior. As one carries out the task, you observe and videotape the steps one by one in a sequential order. The second method is to seek professional help to guide you on how to train children with intellectual disability or children with autism in activities of daily living skills. The last method is where you carry out the task on yourself and to absorb the various steps that you carry out in order to complete the task and document them in a sequential order. One should always remember that all of these steps should not be carried out simultaneously. Instead, only one step should be carried out at a time. Next, you have to decide out of the several steps involved, what are the steps that the child knows to perform. Based on this, you can select from which step you need to train the child. In case if the child is totally new to the task, then he or she can be trained from step 1 to last step. In this scenario, where the child learns a task for the first time, there are two techniques which can be employed. If you train the child From first step to last step, it is called as forward chaining. Example, picking the right brush first to replacing the brush back into the stand. The second technique is if you train the child from the last step to first step, that is, starting to teach the child with placing the brush back into the stand, then progressing towards the first step of choosing the right brush, it is called as backward chaining. So, through these methods, you can train your child in the activities of their daily living. This is called as task analysis. Now, let's see how we can teach a child grooming skill combing hair. The first step is unplaiting the hair. Allow the child to stand behind a sister. First, hold the child's hand and then teach her how to unplait the hair. This task of holding her hand and unbraiding the hair needs to be practiced for a week. After practicing it for a week, slowly withdraw help. Allow her to practice every day, twice or thrice for 2 weeks. Every time the child performs the task, make sure that you supervise on how she is performing the task and correct her mistakes immediately. Slowly withdraw help. Encourage the child to unplait her own hair. Now, let's see how to teach a child with intellectual disability or autism to plait using ribbons. Here is a video of the same.
Now, take three colors of ribbons. You should either take three different primary colors: white, black, red, blue, yellow, green. So any of these three colors you take the ribbon. But now I have taken two white and one black. But always it is recommended that you take all three different colors of ribbon. Now what we have to do is put all one end of the ribbon, take one end of three ribbons and put a knot. Then you fix this knot side to the window of a frame. So once you have put a knot, now what you have to do is you ask the child to hold the ribbons, two sides of the ribbons, and the mother or the special educator should hold the hand of the child. The child is holding the ribbon and the mother is holding the child's hand. And then you start saying that put a white top, then again white top, black top, white top. Now keep saying white, black, white, white, black, white, black. See, this is coming like this, okay? Black, white, white, black, white, white, black, white. See, look at this, how it comes. Okay? Just like how you comb your hair, how you plait your hair. White, black, white, white, black, white, white, black, white, white, black. So allow her to do till the end of the ribbon. This you have to practice every day 3 times. with the child so that the child will learn. The more the practice you give, the better it is for the child, because you're working with a differentially able child. So in differentially able child, practice is very, very, very must. The more and more practice you do, the learning will happen in the child. So at least you do 3 to 5 times a day. And
To quickly sum up the content of the video, take any three different colors of ribbon, preferably primary colors like green, blue, yellow, red, black, and white. Tie them together in a frame of window. Stand behind your child, hold her hand, and guide her doing it. Once she learns, don't hold her hand. Withdraw help. Allow her to do on her own and supervise and keep giving verbal instructions. When she performs it incorrectly, stop her and correct her. Practice this for 5 to 10 times a day for a couple of weeks. Once she learns to play, teach her to put up a clip. Now allow the child to stand behind her sister. First, hold the child's hand and teach her how to plait the hair. By holding her hand, practice for 1 week. Practice plaiting in a doll's hair and with a sister's hair. Let her practice number of times. Once the child has learned to plait in a doll's hair and with a sister's hair, now the child is ready to the next step. Now, as a mother, you plait her hair half and allow the child to plait other half. Allow her to put a favorite clip or rubber band. Practice this for 2 weeks, and after 2 weeks, allow her to plait herself. If she is finding difficult, please go to the previous step. If the child cannot learn even after training, it is better to keep her hair short and teach her how to clip a ponytail. I hope you found the video to be interesting and helpful. Thank you for watching. Thank you.